Hello friends, moving to the next exercise, but before that we have to understand some simple fundamentals of the part, and in that case there are two main concepts that you are supposed to understand. Among them, one is to construct the inner circle of a triangle. I repeat, to construct the inner circle of a triangle means any particular triangle is given in front of you. Sometimes they may give you some kind of a measurement in terms of a length, like first side, second side, third side, or first side, second side, some angle, and in that way first of all we have to construct that triangle. Now I have already taken a triangle over here and I am going to indicate this triangle by name, triangle PQR. And now as this is a triangle PQR over here, their question is we have to draw in circle of this triangle. When we are going to draw in circle of this triangle, first of all you should know that in a rounder you have to take fundamental applications over here. Means this is nothing but a rounder which we are using for as angle bisection. But now here instead of using this instrument I am going to simply use a thread structure so that I can have a part over here. So in case of a rounder you can say pointed head and pencil head. One by one I am trying to clear the part over here. In this case you have to take any two basement angle. You can take these two angles also, but it is very easy or convenient for the student to take their base angle. Here first of all Q is one of the base angle, and now my target is to construct in circle. Now what exactly mean by in circle? It means this is a respective triangle and we are going to draw a circle inside such that this circle touches all three sides, means for PQ, for QR and PR. In that case when you are going to draw in circle, your first fundamental part is that you have to bisect any two angle. First here the part is I have to take angle Q. First of all I am going to draw 2 marks over here, and next keeping the same distance I am going to make 2 marks over here. After that I am going to draw one ray over here. And this is my first angle bisector. Means if I am going to say that this triangle PQR in which this angle Q is over here. Now this Q, if I am going to say it is a 50, then it is divided by 25. If I am going to say it is a 60, then it is divided as a 30. In short, this is a one ray or segment that I have drawn as an angle bisector. This is the first step where you are going to draw angle bisector. In a similar manner, we have to draw another angle bisector. So again in a rounder, keeping vertices R as a head, first of all I am to draw first arc over here. Sometime in a school it is given that you have to draw this entire arc. No problem, you can draw arc or only mark on a two side. Now keeping the same distance from first point, I am going to make first arc over here, and from this point I will draw second arc over here. Now after going to draw second angle bisector, here I am going to draw one ray or segment. Over here. Now remember, it is very crucial that you have to identify that point. Now first angle bisector from Q and second angle bisector from R both intersect at this point. From this point, with the help of scale, you are going to draw one perpendicular over here. Now remember, this perpendicular distance will be act as a radius, because distance from your first point, distance from your second point and distance from your third side all are equal. Now please pay attention to next process. Now we are able to get this point over here. As we are able to get this point over here, we have drawn one perpendicular. Now from this point, taking it as a center, and radius is this, which you get as a perpendicular distance. Keep your center over here, take a radius, and we are going to draw first in circle over here. Now in this way we are going to draw one in circle which touches first side as well as second side as well as third side. Now here we have drawn a circle. And generally in circle center we always indicate it by I. I stands for encircle center, and this is nothing but a process by which you can draw the encircle. Now student, once again please pay attention. First of all, you have to draw any given triangle which is a PQR, ABC, LMN or whatever may be nomenclature. In that case, they may give you length of a side of all the three sides. Sometimes they may give you a two side, one angle. Means first of all your direction is towards draw a perfect triangle. After perfect triangle, if the question is related with encircle, then in case of a encircle, you have to take any two basement angle here and you have to draw its angle bisector. As you are going to draw angle bisector, please take a precautions that your rounder, your pencil always be have some moment over there. It should be properly and perfect, that you have to draw perfect angle bisector of base. Now we'll get the common point of interactions. From that point you have to draw one perpendicular to your base, and after going to draw a perpendicular to a base, you have to take that part as a radius. Let us say I'm going to call it as a IM. Now here IM will be act as a radius for a circle, and you are going to draw encircle, and in this way you can complete the process of encircle. Now here we are going to start a second part, and that is nothing but to draw the circumcircle of a triangle. Now circumcircle of triangle means that a circle which passes from all the three vertices of given triangle. It is called as a circumcircle. Means it is not touches the side, but it passes through all the three vertices. Means inside the circle your triangle is get included. That's why it is called as a circumcircle of a triangle. Now in that case, again our target is, if you want to draw a circle, you must able to identify center of a circle. For temporary level, I am going to say that this is a name of triangle ABCO here. Now my main target is that this side means AB, BC, AC. They may give you some distance or two side one angle depend upon the part. Means our first target is to draw properly the respective triangle. I have taken directly over here because my main constraint is to clear the concept of circumcircle. When you are going to draw a circumcircle, again you have to pay attention. Here you are not going to use angle bisection, but here you are going to write perpendicular bisector. Means if I am going to say that base BC is of say 16 centimeter, then I am going to draw first perpendicular bisector which divide BC in two equal part, not only perpendicular but also bisector. Then another side, either AC or AB, I am going to draw perpendicular over here as a bisector. I will get a common point of a contact, that is nothing but my center of a circle, and from that center of a circle I want to draw the part of a circle. Now in that case, your main question is, if we are able to get the center of a circle, then what is the radius? From that point, either a distance A or B or C is equidistance, because we know that one fundamental principle, if I am going to say that PQ is a given side for you and you are going to draw its perpendicular bisector, then every point on a perpendicular bisector is equidistant from its end point. Automatically these sides are equal. Naturally that will be act as a radial distance, means center and respective vertices as a radius. Now here we are going to start actual construction, so please pay attention. Now one by one, again with the help of rounder you are going to complete the process, and the part is, first of all I have decided to draw perpendicular bisector on BC. So here in a rounder I am going to take a distance for a BC more than half. This BC, if I am going to say 16 centimeter, then I will take more than 8 centimeter over here. First of all, in a rounder I am going to take a distance more than half, and my first arc, my second arc, which is definitely outside the diagram. Now from point C or from vertices C, again I am going to make first arc, second arc. Remember student, your first arc is always larger in length and your second arc is always smaller in length. Keep as it is, do not rough. Keep as it is over there. Now your part is, I have to draw a segment which is passes through these 2 points. So I am going to draw one segment over here, or you can say a line. Now what is the speciality of this part? Here actually we can say that this line is exactly perpendicular bisector of BC, means B to C point and C to up to this point, this distance is equal. When you are going to draw first perpendicular bisector, again you have to identify second side, either AB or AC to draw perpendicular bisector. Means again process remains same. So again I am going to repeat the same process over here. Means I have to draw perpendicular bisector on another side, and that is AC. Student, generally select larger side, that will be helpful for you. Here again I am going to take a distance more than half O here, and I am going to make first arc O here, second arc O here. Now keeping the same distance from point C. So here first arc over here and second arc over here. Now again you are able to get a second interactions point over here, and the part is here I am going to draw that segment which act as a perpendicular bisector for AC. Here a small mistake also make a great problem, so please properly draw it with your pencil. And now in this way you are able to draw second perpendicular bisector over here. Now in this case, let us say as you are able to draw this part, this is a point, and tentatively I am going to call it as a O here. Now you have to take this point, and distance is either BC or BA, either OC or OB or OA. Take it as a radius, and with the help of that we have to draw in circle. So please pay attention. You have to draw, take a distance either OC or OB or OA, and we are going to draw circumcircle for this triangle. Now taking the radius from point O up to C. And in this way, we have drawn a circumcircle, means distance from O to C. This is your radius, or distance from O to B. This is the radius, because we know that perpendicular bisector is equidistant from its end point, means from B and from C. This distance from O to B and O to C, I am going to take O over here. Distance from O to B or O to C, this is equal in length, and in this way we can draw circumcircle. Now student, please pay attention. We are going to start a next exercise, and that exercise is nothing but your respective exercise 6.3. It contained total 5 numerical. First we have to draw a triangle as per their condition, and numerical may be for incircle or for circumcircle. Remember, in incircle you have to take any two angle as an angle bisector, get a center and draw incircle, and for circumcircle you have to take compulsory perpendicular bisector of any two sides, and we have to draw circumcircle. So please pay attention. And for dimension length measurement, I have drawn part over there. Now student, we are going to start practice set 6.3. For first fundamental part, we have drawn a line scale diagram over there, so we can take a measurement in terms of a distance of a side like 5 cm, 8 cm depending upon the part. Secondly, we have an instrument to measure the angle and the respective angle that we are going to measure over here with the help of angle measurement unit. You can say protractor, and for other part in terms of angle bisection and all part, first of all I am going to draw a rough diagram in front of you, then actual diagram in front of you, so that you can understand how to draw a diagram. So the part is practice set 6.3, numerical number 1, and the part is construct triangle ABC, construct triangle ABC such that angle B is 100 degree, BC is equal to 6.4 centimeter, and angle C is equal to 50 degree, and construct its incircle. Means we have to draw a circle which touches all the three sides internally to the respective triangle. First of all, we have to construct a triangle ABC. Then what is the part in triangle ABC such that angle B is 100 degree, BC is equal to 6.4 centimeter and angle C is 50 degree. Let's have a rough diagram over here. If I am going to draw first, in that case, you have to draw a rough diagram. Let us say BC and it is of 6 centimeter. Again I am going to clear that I am going to draw this rough diagram in front of you. After that, our angle B is 100 degree. So our respective angle B is of 100 degree that I have drawn. Means you have to take a precautions that this B is 100 degree. Next, you have to draw angle C as a 50 degree. Remember, now some students are thinking that we have to draw this angle as a 50 degree. Then automatically you cannot draw the triangle diagram. Your angle B is over here in this direction of 50 degree. Let us say I have drawn this side. Now, making an angle of 100 degree extension of a B and making an angle of C with 50 degree, both the angle must touches at some particular point. That will be act as your A. Next, from that part, we have to move ahead and you have to draw two angle as a bisector. Why? Because you have to draw in circle. Means logically you can say, if I am going to say that this is 100 degree, I am going to draw one angle bisector over here, which divide this angle into 50-50. And again this 50 degree angle will be divided in two equal parts. Say 25-25. Now with the help of this system, I will get particular center of a circle. From that I am going to draw one perpendicular, and with the help of that I am going to draw in circle. And in this way you are going to complete your entire part. Now once again student, please pay attention. This is a rough diagram. I am going to start main diagram. I have drawn rough diagram so that you can easily understand every content concept that I am going to draw over here. So please pay attention. As per the rough diagram, we know that first of all we have to draw base BC. So first of all I am going to draw base BC. Starting point from your respective B. Now BC they have given us as 6 centimeter. So the part is, we very well know that distance from B to C is 6 centimeter. So here I am going to take a measurement a distance from B to C, that is of 6 centimeter. So from B to C. This is of 6 centimeter. So BC becomes 6 centimeter. Now excess part that I am going to drop it over here. Now we have to take angle B with 100 degree and angle C with 50 degree. So in that case, for that part I am going to take a protractor over here, and the part is from B. We have to take an angle 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. So from point B we are going to take an angle of 100 degree over here. Now as I have done one dot over here with the help of vertices B and that dot, this is a part that I have drawn with angle B as 100 degree. I can write it 100 degree over here, but again after some time I have to draw angle bisector. So keep it as it is. Now from point C we are going to draw here angle B is of 100 or 100 degree. Now from point C, here C is the main point, and from that part angle will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So the part is, again I have to draw one line which is having angle of 50 degree. So from C, so this is your main structure nowadays ready. So this is nothing but your respective triangle ABC. No doubt, angle C is of 50 degree. Now as per their condition, our second part will be started. Why? Because base BC is of 6 centimeter, that we have done. Angle B is of 100 degree, that we have done. Angle C with the 50 degree, and we are get a common point of interaction, that is A. Now your respective triangle ABC as per their dimension measurement is ready. Now our target is to draw in circle. Now for in circle, we have to take angle bisection of angle B and angle C. So again I am going to rough this 100 and 50 from here part. So your evaluation is, now if you want to draw angle bisection, in previous numerical we already know how to draw angle bisection. So again in a rounder I have to take some particular distance, main vertices as B. So from B, first arc, second arc, and from B with these two new marks, first arc, second arc. Now here I am able to get the angle bisector of angle B. No doubt, your angle B is original of 100 degree. Now it is divided into two parts, 50 degree and 50 degree. Same procedure you have to follow for angle C, because your angle C is of 50 degree. Now it is going to break into equal parts. So again, taking some particular distance in a rounder, I am going to make first arc over here, second arc over here, keeping a same distance. First arc, second arc. Remember carefully, your first arc is always larger and second arc is always smaller. Now our target is to draw C and this point over here. So please pay attention. Now here I am going to draw C with this point. Now definitely we can say that now here angle C is also get bisected over here. Means your B is divided into 100 to 50-50 and your angle C of 50 now divided into 25-25. Logically you can say that. Now with this part we are get a common point of interactions, and here this intersection point, from this point I am going to draw simply one perpendicular over here. This is nothing but a radius of that circle or radius of in circle. Now again in a rounder, this point I am going to call it as now I, because it is center of in circle, and I am going to take a radius from I to this point. Here the part is and in this way we are able to draw in circle with center I. As I am using markers, so some parts is get erased because of work. And this is I is a center of a circle, respective radius, and we have drawn one in circle which touches the side AB over here, side BC over here, and side AC over here. In short, AB, BC and AC are nothing but respective tangents for this circle, and in this way you can complete the part. Student, when you go to draw in circle, please take a precautions, because to draw in circle is somehow critical, and circumcircle you can easily draw, but in circle take a precautions. Now starting second question over here, and the part is question number 2. Construct triangle PQR. Construct triangle PQR such that angle P is 70 degree, angle R is 50 degree, angle P is 70 degree, angle R is 50 degree, QR is equal to 7.3. QR is 7.3, means it is act as a base, and construct its circumcircle. Now please try to understand over here. They have given angle P as 70 degree, angle R is a 50 degree. These are the two angle, but QR is 7.3. Naturally it will be act as a base. So here I am going to draw first rough diagram. Let us say QR is a base. Now if this QR is 7.3 centimeter as per their given condition, Now, the next part is, if QR is equal to 7.3 centimeter, now angle R is 50 degree, we know very well. So, angle R is 50 degree, we can draw it very easily. But now problem will be get start over here. Now, which is the location of point P? We don't know, because from R to P, we don't know the distance. But we know angle P as a 70 degree. Means from particular some point like P, अगर वो यहाँ पे कहीं होगा तो, if this P is somewhere over here, from P to R, this angle is a 70 degree. Now, we have to understand this part, so please pay attention. Now, in this case, a main part is that we don't know this distance. Now, we cannot calculate that distance by any mathematical formulations. No doubt, we have to go for trial and error, it will be very critical for us. But it is very easy that if one angle R is 50, P is 70, then we can find this angle. Means by mathematical calculation, we can calculate this angle Q over here, which is unknown for us. How? Please pay attention. We know that angle P plus angle Q plus angle R, sum of the angles of triangle is 180 degree. Definitely if you want to write a statement, you can have. Here, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is 180 degree. Sum of the angles of triangle. Angle P is 70 degree. Angle Q is unknown for us. And angle R is, this angle R is 50 degree, is equal to 180. Now here automatically angle Q is 180, 70 plus 50, 120. Shifting this 120 to that side, it become minus 120, and automatically your angle Q become 60 degree. Because we know that sum of the angles of triangle is 180 degree. Now student, when you are going to solve this numerical, first of all draw a rough diagram. After that, write a statement, sum of the angles of triangle is 180 degree. After that, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is 180 degree. 70 plus angle Q plus 50 is 180 degree. So angle Q is 180 minus 120, means angle Q is 60 degree. What is the advantage of that? Now by mathematical calculation, we are able to get angle Q as a 60 degree. The simple advantage is that you can simply draw QR 7.3. After that, your angle Q will be 60, definitely by mathematical calculation. Angle R is 50, it is given by them. Automatically your P becomes 70 degree. And after that, we are going to draw two sides as angle bisector. Two sides in terms of perpendicular bisector. For QR, we are going to draw one perpendicular bisector. For PR, we are going to draw another perpendicular bisector. We will get the common point of interaction because we have to draw circumcircle. Remember, this question is for circumcircle, not in circle. In circumcircle, you have to take any two sides as a perpendicular bisector. Now, whatever be rough discussion I have drawn, I am now going to draw actual diagram in front of you. So, please pay attention. So, starting a main diagram, first of all, we have to draw QR of 7.3 centimeter. So, here I am going to start QR. Starting from point Q. So now Q to R, this distance is 7.3 centimeter. So from Q to R, this distance is 7.3 centimeter. So from Q to R, this distance is 7.3 centimeter. Next, coming to the part over here, from Q, as per rough diagram, we have to take an angle of 60 degree, and from R, we have to take an angle of 50 degree. So that part is. Now from Q, we have to take an angle of 60 degree, and from R, we have to take an angle of 50 degree. Starting that part. So from Q, in measurement, angle 60 degree. Angle Q as 60 degree, and from angle R we have to take 50 degree. Now this is your angle P. One angle is a 60 degree Q, angle R is a 50 degree, and automatically your P become 70 degree. Now our next target is, we have to draw circumcircle. Now in case of a circumcircle, we are going to draw perpendicular bisector on any two sides. First is a QR base that we can easily draw, and any two side, either PQ or PR, you select as per your part. So here I am going to start its structure. Once again I am going to draw this 7.3 because I have to draw perpendicular bisector on this side. Now the part is, again taking a distance more than half over here. First arc, second arc. Now keeping the same distance from R. First arc, second arc. Now here I am going to draw one segment which passes from these two marks, and it is nothing but perpendicular bisector for QR. Now after that I have to draw second perpendicular bisector, either PQ or PR, it depends upon you. Here I am going to take PQ over here for perpendicular bisector, and the part is from Q. First arc, second arc. From P. First arc, second arc. Now here I am going to draw second perpendicular bisector over here. Now we are able to get one center over here. You can indicate it by any name. Presently I am going to indicate it as a O. Now either from distance O to Q or from distance O to R, or you can take a distance from O to P, and we are going to draw circumcircle as per their condition. So again with the help of rounder, you have to take radius OQ or radius OR or radius OP. Now we are going to start circumcircle. So particularly O is your center, and the part is and in this way we have completed its circumcircle, which passes from vertices P as well as Q as well as R. Remember student, please take a proper precautions. No doubt I am going to draw it on a board, so scale is not that way perfect, but definitely when you are going to draw it on your notebook, you will get properly scales and properly measurement. So do it very consciously, because all this process that we have completed in 9th standard, totally we required in standard 10th. Now we are going to start question number 3, and the part is, construct triangle XYZ, construct triangle XYZ such that XY is 6.7 centimeter, YZ is 5.8 centimeter, and XZ is 6.9 centimeter. Construct its incircle. Now first of all we have to draw a triangle and then its incircle. Now we have done a lot of practice, so I am directly coming into the answer part. Here among XY, YZ and XZ, all segmented distance that we know, among them the largest one is XZ, that is 6.9. That's why I am going to draw it as a base, because I can draw properly diagram with the help of that. XZ is 6.9. So let us say XZ is 6.9. Now automatically remaining vertices will be Y. Now as per condition, XY is 6.7 centimeter, XY is 6.7 centimeter and YZ is 5.8. YZ is 5.8, and as XZ is largest over here, so we can have a base over here, and after that we have to draw incircle, because they have given condition, draw its incircle. Remember again, in incircle we are going to draw angle bisectors. Getting a common point of intersection, from that point we are going to draw one perpendicular, act as a radius, and we are going to draw in circle. All the part I am going to draw it over here, so please pay attention. Starting from first base, xz as 6.9. So your diagram will be starting from vertices x. So from x to z, this distance is 6.9 centimeter. So taking that distance as a 6.9 centimeter. From x to z, this distance is 6.9 centimeter. And the next part is now our target is to calculate xy having a distance 6.7 centimeter. So in a rounder, again I am going to take a distance equal to 6.7 centimeter and I am to draw that arc from point x. So this arc is of 6.7 centimeter. Let us say I have drawn this arc over here. Now we know that a distance from y to z is 5.8. So again I am going to take a distance of 5.8 and taking that arc from here, from z, it's a 5.8. So the marking is over here. Now we are able to get complete triangle in front of us, that is y to z. This is 5.8 centimeter and here x to y, and that is 6.7. Now this is the first structure is ready with us of triangle XYZ. XYZ. Remember, we have taken XZ, which is the largest length, that is 6.9 as a base. That's why Y vertices is upstairs over here. Now coming to the next part over here. So in circle, again our focus goes for angle bisection. So here one by one part is, here I am going to take basement two angle, one is X and second is Z over here. Remember, in this case we don't know exactly value of X and Z. So please take a precautions and properly draw its angle bisector. So from vertices X, I am going to take some distance in a rounder, first arc, second arc, keeping same distance, first arc and second arc. Now in this way, we have drawn first angle bisection, that is bisection of angle X or bisector of angle X. Now definitely these two angles are equal, but I am not going to highlight it over here. Again you have to take another angle bisection from Z as it is a basement angle. So here from Z, again I am going to draw its angle bisector. So keeping some distance in a rounder, first arc, second arc, and from this point, first arc and second arc. Now here we are going to draw second angle bisector over here. Means from Z, I am going to draw here second angle bisector. Now I am able to get one common point of interactions, and from that point we are going to draw one perpendicular over here. This is nothing but radius of our incircle. Now keeping that distance as a radius, as it is an incircle, I am going to indicate it as a I, that is the center of a circle or center of incircle. Now here I am going to take a radius from I to this perpendicular point. And I am going to draw incircle. And in this way, we are able to draw a circle, or you can say incircle. Remember student, when you go to draw incircle, first check whether it is properly touching for three sides or not, and then start drawing it. So step by step, your diagram will be very perfect. Again, procedure. First of all, we have taken XZ, which is larger in length, that's why 6.9 centimeter. After that, we have taken a distance 6.7 in a rounder, make the first arc. From Z, we have taken a distance 5.8 second mark and we are able to get the point Y. After that, we have completed triangle XYZ over here. Here, we are supposed to draw in circle. So, we are going for angle bisection. We have bisected angle X as well as Z. We are able to get the point I. From I, we have drawn one perpendicular to the base. And keeping that radius, we have drawn one circle touches three sides, means XY, YZ as well as XZ. And this is the procedure of in circle. Now, moving to question number 4, and the part is in triangle LMN. In triangle LMN, LM is 7.2 centimeter. Angle M is equal to 105 degree. MN is equal to 6.4 centimeter. Then draw triangle LMN and construct its in circle. Now please pay attention for understanding a part. In triangle LMN, LM is 7.2 centimeter. Means remember, first of all, we are going to draw LM as 7.2 centimeter. Now why I have drawn L over here and M over here? Please try to understand. Angle M they have given as 105. Means tentative I am going to draw angle like this 105. Means your respective angle M is 105 degree. Then M to N, that is 6.4. Means M to N, that is 6.4. After that, definitely we are going to draw LN. And when our entire diagram is get completed, we have to draw circumcircle. Now in circumcircle, you have to draw perpendicular bisector of any two sides. In that case, I am going to draw perpendicular bisector of LM over here, perpendicular bisector of MN over here. I will get some point over here, because in circumcircle, we are going to draw perpendicular bisector on the sides. So remember, here we are going to draw perpendicular bisector on the side to get a center of circumcircle. I am going to start this process over here. Now first of all, I have to draw LM 7.2 centimeter. Starting from that. Here, L to M or M to L, this distance M. From here, M to L, this distance I have to draw as 7.2 centimeter. So, taking that distance as 7.2 centimeter. So from M to L, this distance is 7.2 centimeter. Now from M, we have to take an angle of 105 degree. So from M, we have to take an angle of 105 degree, 90, 100 and 105. Now in second case, we are going to draw M to N 6.4 centimeter. Now, you have to take a distance from M to N, that is 6.4 centimeter. Again, I am going to take a distance 6.4 centimeter. So, here N and this distance is 6.4 centimeter. Now, we have to join L with N. Now in this way, our total diagram is get completed, where angle M is 105 degrees Celsius. Here, angle M is 105. Now coming to the part over here, we have to draw perpendicular bisector on any two sides. So I am going to select first ML, I am going to draw one perpendicular bisector, then second MN over here, and then my structure is get completed. So I am going to draw these two dimensions because I have to draw perpendicular bisector on these sides. So from M to L, take a distance more than half, first arc, second arc. Now from vertices L, first arc, second arc. And in this way, we are able to draw first perpendicular bisector over here. Now for second side, that is MN, you can have perpendicular bisector on MN or LM, that depend upon you. Here I am going to draw perpendicular bisector of LN. Now the part is taking a distance more than half, first arc, second arc. Now from L, first arc, second arc. Now here I am going to draw perpendicular bisector. Now here these both lines get intersect at common point over here. This point will be act as a center for a circle. From this point you can take a radius. Either you can join this point with N or you can join this point with L. I am going to indicate this point as a O, and here I am going to join O with L. Remember, this is a radius or radial distance for our calculation or for drawing a diagram. And now I am going to draw circumcircle. So the part is now this circle having a center O. It passes from all the vertices over here, from L as well as M as well as N, and O is a center of a circle, and by this process you can draw circumcircle. Student, again please pay attention. When you go to draw any construction, please go through step by step. No doubt, if you want to write step 1, step 2, step 3, yes, you can write it that part, because in some schools instructions are given, and in that case your steps 1 will be like this. In first step you can say draw a segment LM of 7.1 centimeter. So first step will be LM of 7.2 centimeter. In step 2 you are going to say angle M with 105 degree, means angle M with 105 degrees. In third step you can say distance LN is equal to 6.4 centimeter, and draw LN. In step 5 or in step 4 you can say draw a perpendicular bisector on LM, perpendicular bisector on LM. Next, fifth step, draw perpendicular bisector on LN, perpendicular bisector on LN. Now, getting a point O, take a radius OL and draw the circumcircle. Take radius OL and draw circumcircle. And in this way you can also have a part to write the steps. Definitely from first to 4 or 5th, for all the numerical you can write properly step. I have written it in short. You just add a proper part. No need to go more descriptive. Just within 1 or 2 line you can have a steps over here. So number 1 having 1 line statement, number 2 1 line statement, number 3 1 line, 4, 5, 6, and only within 6 to 7 line you can complete the steps of your construction. So you can have a practice for that also. Now we are going to start a last numerical over here, and the question is construct triangle DEF such that DE is equal to EF is equal to 6 centimeter. Means in this triangle two sides are equal. Angle F is equal to 45 degree and construct its circumcircle. Here DE is equal to EF and F is 45 degree. Means definitely it's a isosceles right angle triangle. Means if I am going to draw a rough diagram, please pay attention. What does it indicate? Here DE is equal to EF and angle F is 45 degree. If DE is equal to EF and F is 45 degree, automatically opposite to this angle is 45, then opposite to this angle is also 45. Naturally third remaining angle means E is 90 degree. In short, it is isosceles right angle triangle. And after that their condition is to draw its circumcircle. Definitely in circumcircle means a circle which passes from all three vertices. Take first side, draw its perpendicular bisector. Take second side is perpendicular bisector, because they have given DE and EF. DE and EF as 6 centimeter. And this is quite simple to draw starting from this rough diagram. So first EF over here I am going to draw. So E to F, this distance is supposed to be 6 centimeter. So E to F, I am going to take this distance as 6 centimeter. So here E to F, this is 6 centimeter. Now definitely I am going to take a right angle with the same distance over here. And this distance is DE. Now D to E is also 6 centimeter, E to F is also 6 centimeter. And finally we have to join DF over here. Now definitely you can have DE equal to EF and make a mark as a 6 centimeter. But my little bit one problem is that I have to draw perpendicular bisector on both the sides. So I am not going to indicate this part. So coming to the part over here for perpendicular bisector, and the part is here for first base EF I am going to take its perpendicular bisector. So here first arc, second arc from point F, first arc, second arc. So here my first perpendicular bisector for EF is over here. Now for second side DE I am going to draw perpendicular bisector. Now for second side, that is DE, here I am going to draw its perpendicular bisector. Taking a distance more than half, first arc is over here, second arc is over here. Now keeping the same distance, first arc is over here, second arc is over here. Now I am going to draw a line over here. Now I have drawn one line. Now we are able to get a common point of intersection over here. I am going to call this point as a O. Now we can take either a radius OD or OF or OE anyway. Now speciality is that we are getting this point of interactions or intersection on hypotenuse DF. So taking that respective radius and the respective circle is and in this way we are able to complete the respective diagram. Remember student, I am going to draw it with the help of marker, and definitely this board is somehow slippery, but in case of your instrument you can take a proper precautions and draw the accurate diagram. And this is the last numerical of your exercise 6.3. No doubt if you want to indicate this distance now as 6 centimeter over here and this distance as 6 centimeter, this angle E as a 90 degree, and in this way your entire construction is get completed.